just a bit of a this is a well, it's waffle, whatever it is, Bitcoin, whatever it is, Bitcoin. Bit of universal credit, it all fits in. But I've just seen the Bitcoin price. It was about 41,000 about a week ago. It's now, if you check on Google now, just go on Google and type in Bitcoin price and you'll see it. It's about £45,000 per Bitcoin. This is something that in 2010 was worth about 3.5p. Anyone that spent £100 on Bitcoin in 2010 or knew about it, no one knew about Bitcoin. No one knows about GTLDs now. No one knew about Bitcoin. But everyone, most people have had a chance to have bought Bitcoin in 2010 but didn't bother. Didn't know about it or didn't bother. Or said, why am I going to waste my money on Bitcoin? There will be people now who have said, why am I going to waste my money on Bitcoin? 11 years down the road, 2011, Bitcoin, that 3.5p is now worth £45,000 each. Right? Which means what do you say? Where a £45,000 car, brand new car, will cost early Bitcoin investors 3.5p. That's how the economy is all over the place. There's people that are on minimum wage who can't afford to pay rent, and there's those that have made that much money on Bitcoin they don't know what to do with it. But the people that made this is individuals, YouTubers, those on Instagram, whatever. They're realising the problems in society, and they're using their YouTube dollars, their Instagram dollars, to solve financial problems of those that have financial difficulty via like GoFundMe and places like that, and just giving and all that. They're doing it directly because at some point they come across people that are either homeless or whatever, and they then make that decision saying, well, this person, obviously the person needs financial help or whatever, yeah. But you can go to Universal Credit on the phone or whatever, yeah, or a person. No, we don't do that. Sorry. Goodbye. Which solves what? It solves absolutely nothing. Right? Where is the person going to go? But individuals are using YouTube and Facebook money, ad dollars, to solve real life situations. And at some point, because even like now, day trading the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's there's enough people that are buying into it, and it's only going to be 21 million coins anyway, and it's over 18.5 million Bitcoins have already been bought. So there's only 2.5 million Bitcoins to buy. And then what happens when you can't buy Bitcoin? At the moment you can buy Bitcoin. What happens when all the coins are sold and there's no more Bitcoin to buy? The price is going to go up. Just my opinion, but even at 45 grand a Bitcoin, I still think there's money to be made. It's just my opinion. Don't take my opinion. Do not buy it. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm the worst person in the world for financial advice. But I just think, because every time it dips, just like the price of the pound or the price of the dollar, there's people that buy it and short it and buy it, yeah? Bitcoin price is going to be the same, yeah? Like as soon as it goes down a bit, they can buy it, and then about 3 days later, or whenever, they consider it and sell it at a higher price and make profit. Yeah? So the first time when Bitcoin went in November 2017, it went up like that and went down like that. Yeah? Coinbase did it yesterday. If you look at Coinbase's chart graph, Coinbase was only available to buy yesterday. Battery's gone for that. But Coinbase was only available to buy yesterday, and it went like that, and went down. Right. But this is it. You can buy shares yesterday, buy shares this afternoon in Coinbase, which is it's a wallet that contains digital cryptocurrency, crypto coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. So you can buy shares in the wallet, but you can't in the UK no longer buy shares in the coins that are in the Coinbase wallet. I don't know, yeah. So that's where we are, that's how the world's in a weird place at the moment. And then then you've got it's not impossible for Bitcoin prices to just keep on doubling. It's not impossible. Because instead of actually traditional currencies, when they get stuck or short of money, they print money. The governments print money. Bitcoin is there is only going to be this much, and it will never get any more than that. Which means that when it's all sold out, the price will just increase. Right. Because there'll be no new fresh stock to buy, so you're only going to buy from other individuals. At some point, we're 45 grand now, so basically, a Bitcoin is worth more than a house, more than a car, sorry, more than the basic car, basic brand new car. Bitcoin is worth more than a basic brand new car. But at some point, it's 45 grand. A Bitcoin is going to be worth more than a house. Then, let's say you got £200,000 or £300,000 house, and it'd be less than the value of a Bitcoin. And we've all had the opportunity to buy Bitcoin. Some do, some don't. I buy domain names because domain names have a value, whatever I want to sell them at. Bitcoin has a value, but you just ask Google what's the price of Bitcoin, and Google tells you, and it changes every day. It changes every 5 minutes. The price of Bitcoin changes about every 5 minutes in Google, and you can see it. But we're in weird times. Like now, if you're unemployed, you go on Universal Credit. Have you got any assets? I've only got Bitcoin. Yeah, but that's £45,000. That's too much money. You can't claim Universal Credit. Yeah. And then there's Universal Credit who don't understand domain names. Their own brand, Universal Credit, is sitting there. There's a domain name that is sitting there that they should own, but they don't even know it exists to be able to know that it exists to be able to buy it. Then you've got the DBS check. Most people now on Universal Credit, a lot of people will not be able to pass the DBS check, which means a lot of people on Universal Credit won't be able to get work, which means they're going to have to stay on Universal Credit. And what will happen then is that they'll just go on YouTube and learn to day trade the stock market, which means they can actually flipping and they can day trade the stock market in the birthday suit if they want to, without leaving the house. We're in unprecedented times. Because effectively, you go past a DBS check to earn minimum wage of £8.91 an hour, or whatever it is, £8.91. Why? To earn 17 grand, which is about minimum wage, you're going to have to give to an employer about 1,600 hours of your time. Or you can spend half an hour buy some stocks on a swing trade. People have got houses, people are downsizing to camper vans and to narrowboats. Narrowboats are selling within hours. Narrowboats now, a good narrowboat, about a 50 foot, 60, 70 foot narrowboat on a certain narrowboat channel. As soon as the interview has been done, a 10-minute interview on YouTube, and there's in front of 15,000 views, narrowboats are selling within 5, 6, 7, 10 hours. Sold. YouTube is even replacing. You can sell cars on YouTube. There's just no